Hello students, Namaste. I am PPY and you are watching your favorite channel PPY tutorial. And yet we have already discussed this in two lectures. We have discussed about the optional amplifier. In one part we discussed about the introduction. In other parts we derive the gain for the inverting and non-inverting cases of the operational amplifier. And so today we are going to discuss about the application of operational amplifier, and in today's class we will be learning about the voltage summer and subtractor. And so without delay, let's get started. And so our topic is applications of operational amplifier. And so this is our today topics. As we know that this is the name applications, means in this topics we will discuss about the how we can use the operational amplifier for different purpose. And first topic in our syllabus is voltage summation. And so voltage summation. In this case, what we are going to do, we give the different inputs to the operational amplifier, and then we will get a single output, which will be the sum of the inputs which we supply to the operational amplifier. And so this is our operational amplifier as usual symbol, and as usually we draw here one of the feedback resistance. And so this is our feedback resistance. This is inverting input terminal and this is the non-inverting. And here we are applying the for simplicity we are taking the three inputs, one input here, other input through this resistance, and third input we are applying through this resistance. And the first input I give the symbol V1, and second V2, and third is V3. V1, V2, V3 can be AC or DC anything. And resistance here I suppose this R1, this is R2, and this is the R3. Likewise this feedback resistance usual notation, our usual notation is RF, and there one compensating resistor we connect to the non-inverting terminal, and we ground this. Okay, and so this is our output, and suppose this is the V out I wrote there. And in this case three inputs V1, V2, V3 we apply through the same in inverting terminal. And we have already this simple concept that this point is acts as the virtual ground. Virtual ground, actually it is not ground but acts like a ground. So this point is virtual ground, and I suppose this has the current going through this resistance R1 as I1, and this current is I2, and this current is I3, and any current going through this feedback resistance that I suppose as the IF. Okay, and so these are the things which we have to assume for writing the description. Okay, and so this is the, as usually this is the VCC and this is the VE. Of course this is the negative. Okay, and so friends, what we do, we apply here the Kirchhoff's current law. So applying Kirchhoff's current law at this node, I always give the notation 1 for this. Applying KCL, Kirchhoff's current law at node 1. So when we apply Kirchhoff's current law at this node 1, then we know that the incoming current must be equal to outgoing current. Point cannot accumulate any kind of current. So one current I1, other I2, and third is I3. These all current coming through to this junction, and current IF going out of the junction. And so I have to write I1 plus I2 plus I3 will be equals to IF. Okay, and now to find these currents, simple we will use the potential difference between the 2 points. And so this and this and this. I know this voltage of this point I have suppose V1. So this will be the V1 minus and virtual ground. So I suppose this is the 0, virtual ground is 0. Divided by resistance between these 2 points is R1, so here will be R1. Okay. Likewise, for second input we have V2 minus 0 by R2, and for third input we have V3 minus 0 upon R3, and that's equals to, here I have suppose ground 0, and I have given the arrow direction from this to this side, and so this is 0 and this is V out is V out. So I can write this 0 minus V out upon, and feedback resistance is in between these 2 points, and so this is the RF. Now this is very simple to solve this, and so this I got this V out by RF, B minus V out by RF equals to, we are getting V1 by R1 plus V2 by R2 plus V3 by R3, and we need to find the only V naught, and so I take this on other side, so I get the minus, and I am then going to multiply RF by RF to each term. So RF upon R1 times V1, and likewise this is RF upon R2 times V2, and then last is RF upon R3 times V3, and minus is I am taking common, and so this is the, we get the V out equals to some multiple times V1, some multiple times V2, and some multiple times V3. So actually this I can suppose this is one constant, and so our equation in that situation becomes V out equals to some constant minus some constant times V1, and like another constant I suppose this V times V2, and next constant C times V3, and where I have supposed where A equals to RF upon R1, B equals to I have supposed RF upon R2, and C equals to, that's RF upon R3. So what we get, this is the output voltage. Therefore output voltage B out is linear combinations of inputs we applied. So what we are getting here, we are getting the output is simply the sum of the inputs multiplied by the constants, and so but actually we want to get the sum of B1, B2 and B3, so we can choose the proper value of RF and R1, RF and R2 and RF and R3 to get these constants equals to 1, and so when I get this constant equal to 1, then I can get the B1 plus B2 plus B3. If there is only 2 input, then we may not consider the third term, and likewise so on. And so here actually we have to use special cases. This is general cases for all the multiple all the output multiple of the inputs. Okay, and so a special case, when we apply a special cases, and we choose the some values of constant in such a way that RF by R1 equals to R2 equals to R3. R1 equals to R2 equal to R3 if I take this case where 3 resistance R1, R2 and R3 are equal, then what we get? Then we get all that terms, all terms becomes equal, and so that comes out, and so V out will be equals to RF by R1, RF by R1, RF by R1, and if I suppose this as equals to R, then we can get V out will equals to minus RF by R times sum of the voltages. There is no space, so first let me write them. I'll continue this. Let me write some introduction part first. Okay. Let V1, V2 and V3 be the three input voltages feed through resistor R1, R2 and R3 to inverting input of operational amplifier, and feedback resistor RF is connected between inverting and output terminals. The non-inverting input is grounded through compensating resistor RC as shown in figure. And then we write if I1, I2, I3 and IF be the currents through R1, R2, R3 and RF respectively, then applying Kirchhoff's current law, we call KCL, applying Kirchhoff's current law at node 1, we can write, and then we can continue writing this, and then or and therefore. So these things we have to write in description part, and then you go on copying this and here, and then we reach up to here. Now I will continue, and you can pause the video, and you can write it down, okay? And so let me rub now. I think you will do it. Okay, and so I am going to make some space for writing. Okay, up to now here what I told, we got the output, output which is the multiple of the different inputs. And if I take the special case where R1, R2 and R3 all are equal, and which I suppose as R, then what I get output, then I get the output, then I get V out. V out will be equals to, all of them are equal, and so I can take RF by R as a common, and I get here the V1 plus V2 plus V3. Still we have some multiple times input voltage we are applying. See, this relation gives, we will get the sum of the inputs. Of course we will get what is scaled sum, means we can take the value of k is 1 by 2, 2.5, whatever times, multiple times of the sum we want, we can get. But our aim is to find just a sum. So again I take the k as a 1. So where we suppose k is equals to RF by R1. This relation gives sum. Give the constant multiple of sum of inputs. Okay, and next we want to get the sum just equal to output is equal to the sum of the inputs. Oh, I wrote here 2 only. Okay, this is 3. So further if k equals to 1, that is, if k is 1 equals to, this means all are equal, R1 equals to R2 equals to R3 equals to RF. Then what we get, V out will be equals to this RF and R are equal, which equals to R. So I get this minus R upon R times V1 plus V2 plus V3. And these are cancelled, and so therefore we get V out will be equals to just simply sum of the inputs which we are applying to the inverting terminal. Of course, this minus sign comes because we are applying the signal through the inverting input of the amplifier. Similar types of sum we can obtain applying the input to the non-inverting terminal. But there is a problem. We have formula of the, in that case we have the formula is 1 plus Rf by R1. So it will be a little bit problem to get the results very fast. So I have applied the through the inverting inputs. So this is the relation. This is relation which shows the output. The output is simply sum of inputs applied to operational amplifier. So this was the one of the derivation which we have to do. Now friends, using this derivation we are going to solve one numerical problem which is very important, and if you solve this numerical problem then it will be very easier to solve our problem. And so I have supposed one general problem which makes you the concept more clear. So you can copy and let me do this again. Clear this board, and so our question is design and operational amplifier circuit for following output. And so our question is, one situation is given, I need output which is negative 2 times V1 plus V2 plus 0.5 times V3. So our question asks you, we have to design an amplifier circuit whose output will be some linear combination of the inputs. Okay, and for this you know that we have them for solution. What we are going to do, the given equation is in the form of what was our form just now we derived, minus A times V1 plus B times V2 plus C times V3, where A is equals to 2, and we know that A was our Rf upon R1 equals to 2. So what I get, our R1 will be equals to Rf upon 2. So from given value of A, we can get the value of R1. Likewise, we have B equals to circuit, this is the 1, and B was our Rf by R2, which equals to 1. So from here I can get R2 will be equals to Rf. So easy, no? Okay, and third constant C was 0.5, and C was our Rf upon R3, and this is 1 by 2, and so I get R3 equals to 2 times Rf. So friend, we get the 3 resistors R1, R2, R3 in terms of Rf. And here is the question, there is no any choice of any resistor is given, so in that situation we can choose our own, because question asks you to design. Design means that design will be our own, and we can design the optional amplifier as per our purpose. And so if I consider, if yes you can take any, if I take Rf equals to 100 kilo ohm, it's not necessary that you will also choose 100 kilo ohm. You can choose any value, that will be your own design. So here is the Rf I choose 100 kilo ohm. Then what I will get? I will get R1 equals to Rf upon 2. So that's 100 upon 2 means that's 50 kilo ohm. So I need one resistor R1 which must be equal to 50 kilo ohm. Okay, and then I get R2 is exactly equal to Rf, and so that is 100 kilo ohm. And third one is the R3 is 2 times RF. 2 times RF equals to, I am getting the 200 kilo ohm. So I get all three value. And RF, R1, R2 and R3. Sorry. Oh, I wrote RC. RC is the compensating resistor, and that RC value of RC we have to choose later. Okay, I will choose later. So what I am going to, I need to design one circuit, and so now I will design one that optional amplifier circuit, and here is the output, here is 3 input I have to give, and so 3 inputs through the different resistance. One resistance is here, another resistance is here, and third resistance is this, and one feedback resistance. As you know, I just select this as 100 kilo ohm. I told you this is not universal, you can choose your own. And this B1, this is B2, and this is B3, and R1 was our 50 kilo ohm, so this will be our 50 kilo ohm, and this is R2 was 100 kilo ohm, and R3 was 200, and of course it's your compensating resistor, and compensating resistor, value of compensating resistor RC will be equals to, compensating resistor will be equals to parallel of all those, R1 parallel, R2 parallel, R3 parallel, RF. And so this, all the values we have, and so we can get the value of RC here by doing the calculation. Okay. And if you want, then you have simple technique, and so that technique was the 50 parallel 100, 100 parallel 200 parallel, feedback resistance was 100. So 100 parallel 100 we get the 50, 100 parallel 100 is 50, and this 50 parallel 50 we get the 25 parallel 200. And so you know that product by sum, this divide by sum is 200, 25, and 25, that's 8, and this is 9, and so I get 25, 8, okay, 25, again I am getting 25, why I got by this, I should got this, okay, 25, 8 is, again 200, okay, let me check this, I think I missed it, that is a 25 into 200 divided by 25 plus 200, 225, 25, 9 it is, so this becomes the 200 upon 9 kilo ohm. So this compensating resistor, that value should be here. Okay, and this is our output, and so this operational amplifier will give the output which this question has given. Okay, and so this was the one part of the question. And there is second part, that is maybe the questions like what will be the output if we have some values of V1, V2, V3. And so if you need to copy them, pause the video and copy this. I am going to write next question. Okay, and second question was, so can I know? Of course. Now question is, this was the A, and that is what will be the output of your designed summer circuit when V1 equals to 5 volt DC, and V2 equals to sin omega t. Okay, V2 equals to 6 sin omega t, and V3 is equals to, I suppose this is a minus, V3 equals to minus 20 volt DC. So this situation may be different, with different questions will be different type. I took the easiest this combination. B1 is DC and B3 is also DC, and one of the AC sets B2 is 6 sin omega t. This omega t may be given like 200 pi t like this. Okay, and so this this situation given, and now question asks what will be our output if I apply this input. And so this is not very difficult task, it's very easy because I have already got that relation, and so therefore the output of our amplifier, because output is always this, and so our answer will be equal to 2 times 5 plus B2 is exactly this 6 sine 200 pi t, and this is a minus 20 just minus 20 times 0.5. okay, 0 times 0.5. okay, and so what I get, minus 2 5 are 10, and this 6 sine 200 pi t, and so this is a half of this will become the 10, and so okay, and so minus 30 minus 10 is 20 plus 6 sine 200 pi t. So this is our function, and we want to do this. Our next question is, if our question is sketch the graph of this function, then what could we do? Okay, and for we have to find the maximum value and minimum value of, so V out maximum value, when it will be maximum, see from this graph, maximum value of this will be when this term is 0. When this term is 0, then our output remains minus 20 only. So when I take this as the minus 20, so minus 20 is our minimum value when time is 0. When time goes on increasing, these terms increases. This term increases, and so it is to 20, and so because of maximum value it is when this becomes the 90 degrees. So 20 plus 6 is 26, minus 26. So minimum value I get here is minus 26. Okay, and maximum value, how much it becomes when this becomes the minus? So minimum value of sine 200 pi t is minus 1. So 6 times minus 1 is minus 6. 20 minus 6 is 14, and again there is a minus, so minus 14. So here maybe the minus 14. So see this, and this is the maximum value minus 14 and minimum value minus 26. And our graph, this term simply sinusoidal. So our curves look like this. It goes from minus 20 to 26, and then again increases and becomes minus 14, and again it goes on oscillating. And so if there is the this is the time axis, and this is our V out. I got just okay, and so this is the V out, this is the origin. So what we find at this point, this is the 90 degree, where voltage in the circuit becomes minus 26 degree, and this point, of course, this is the 180 degree, and this is 270 degree, and this term again there is the 360 degree. Again friend, in terms of time period we want to write, then of course this 0, and in terms of time period we want to write this, I wrote in terms of phase. And so this 90 degree is t by 4, 180 degree is 2t by 4, that is a t by 2, this is t by 2, and this is the 3t by 4, and this is the complete time period. So if your question is to sketch the graph also, then you must have some concept related to the AC and DC and maximum minimum value, and this is very simple actually. You have to just think about while doing. It's not, the question will not be exactly like the same while twice. Suppose there may be the different voltage, and you should have the idea how to sketch the graph of the function. Friends, I had told you that I will cover the subtraction also in the same video, but time becomes a little bit more, and so I think I have to conclude this video here only, and in next video I will cover the voltage subtraction also. So I hope that you are enjoying this series of video, and if you are enjoying and you are getting benefited from this video, then do inform your other friends also, so that they can also get benefited. This video is suitable for bachelor level as well as master's levels, where we have to study the operational amplifier in detail. Thank you very much.